That's nice. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Welcome. J can we hear from you,
Yes.
please?
Well, I am 15 and I like riding a bike and I live in Ota.
Oh wow, that's good to know. Welcome. Debo, I can see you. Hi, Debo.
Say your name is not Debo. Introduce yourself.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm waiting to hear your name. With the cute glasses.
Take it off Bluetooth. I have my Bluetooth on, so take it off.
Why did you turn off your camera? Okay, now I can see you. Okay. We're waiting for you to introduce yourself, Debo.
My name is Ebube and I'm 15 years old.
Your name is Peter, right?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get your name.
My name is Ebube.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Can we meet the other people who have logged on, please?
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, hi, welcome back. I'm so sorry about this morning, so sorry about it. The network here is crazy, but I know that this evening will be better, far better. Well, while we are waiting for other people to join in, I see we have a lot of people logging on today, and that's a good one. Yesterday we started the boot camp and we talked about our fears, and today we are going to talk about pressure on teenagers. Pressure on teenagers. Now, if you miss it at that point, being a teenager, it becomes difficult to correct it when you're an adult, you know. A lot of you hear a lot of stories about people who are very unhappy, they become so toxic. It starts from when they were teenagers, you know, so we have to get it right at this point. Don't think you know too much. I don't know too much. You know, I'm learning every day because even this boot camp, there's something you might say and I just learn from it. You know, so it's a learning curve for everybody every day. It makes us better persons, okay? So today's topic is going to be delivered by Reverend Emmanuel Wipi. He's trying to log on. But while he's trying to log on, he's going to talk about pressure on teenagers and cyber addiction. Now, growing up, we never had internet like this when I was younger. So we did more of reading our books and keeping in touch with other people, spending time with family. But now everybody is so busy on the internet that their phones are their best friends and their companions. So what happened to all that reading culture? It's all gone. All the books, you know, when I was younger, the libraries used to be filled up, but now everybody is talking to their phone. Why is that? Can we talk about that while we are waiting for the speaker to join us? Are you addicted to your phone? And do you feel comfortable spending more time on the phone than talking with someone? Like we're talking now, okay? So is it not better we share our experience and learn from each other than always on the phone, pinging, texting, you know? What do you think about that? I'd like to hear from J. Swabo, please. Okay, what do you think?
I don't really have a phone, so I don't know what that's like. Because
really? That's good.
I associate really with my friends and I read books and do my work from school. I don't use phones.
Love that. I love that about you. That's a good one. I'm so proud of you, okay? Can we hear from Debo? Sorry. He's kind of busy. I see Julius. Julius joined in. We can't see you. Hello. We have Debo, Alera, Ifeanyi, Julius, Timmy. So can we, you know what? I think I will let you introduce yourself and tell me what you think about cyber addiction. I want to learn too. We are all so quiet. We can't learn when we are all quiet. And I can't do all the talking because it will be interesting. I need to learn too.
Alright, I'll start first. So.
Hi, fine.
Hey.
How's your day?
I'm fine. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, my name is Ifeanyi. I'm 15 years old and I live in London.
Okay.
So my opinion about cyber addiction, well, I think that there are different kind of levels of it. So there's this to begin with. There's this kind of stuff where you don't think of it as much, but yet slowly it turns into addiction. For example, let's say you're playing a game, and let's say there's an in-game currency you want to buy it, but your parents say no. That addiction for the game could lead to many other things, like, for example, let's say stealing your parents' credit card and using that money to get the game currency.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Can we have someone else tell us about what they think about cyber addiction and if you think it makes any sense? You know, I know that we get more information. Okay, it's faster. You know, when you want an information, you just click on your Google and it's so fast to go straight to where you want your information. But it has killed our reading culture. What happens to the books? It's killed our reading culture. Now, do you know that when you pick a book and you take your time to read, it's actually teaching you how to be patient in life, generally. It's not because for you to get to the main when you start reading a book, it starts with telling you what the book is all about before you go into the main story. But that teaches you how to be patient. But the cyber addiction has taught everybody has to be, the speed is so much. Everybody wants to just do this fast, you know, get it right immediately, you know. What about going through the process? Now, cyber addiction has killed us going through the process. We all want to jump the process and get to the end. And at that point, what have we learned really? Nothing really, you know. So will somebody want to share with us what they think? Okay, while we're talking about cyber addiction also, we are also talking about pressure on teenagers. The pressure we are talking about, it could be pressure from family. Pressure to want to read a particular course and you don't like it. And you're scared to tell your daddy or mom, I don't want that. I don't want to read this. I'm good with this, okay? So sometimes pressure comes from the family, from your dad or your mom. Pressure comes from probably your relations that come to the house, you know, and you just feel, you run away from the pressure and it makes you isolated, kind of. So I'm saying to you, don't let those pressure make you withdraw, but speak out. When you have to tell them what you think, you say it with courtesy. We're not saying, I'm not telling you if you don't like this and your mom or your dad is pushing you, you're like, I don't want to do that. No. Make them understand. that if you push me to do this, I can do this because of you, but that's not what I want. And because that is not what I want, I won't put all my mind to it. Okay, so that's one part of pressure that can be on teenagers. Another pressure you can get is from your peer groups. Probably some of your peer groups have something they do, and they want you to be part of it. And they tell you, try. It don't hurt you. Just give it a try. It happened to me. Growing up, I had, okay, I'll give you this instance. When I was still in secondary school, I usually attend lectures after school. Now, there was someone having a party at home. The parents knew about the party and thought that their classmates would make it. But we were going for lectures, and my friends were like, let's go for this party. And I was like, well, I didn't tell my mom I was going for the party. We sneaked out of the school premises and actually went for the party. And guess what? The parents of the child, the boy, didn't know that we didn't take permission, you know. So we're having fun. And in the house, they had this lovely blinds, thick curtains that you could not see the day of light. We didn't know it went dark. And when we realized it was getting so late, when we got home, it was a different ball game altogether. I was pressured into that. I did that several times and I got into trouble. Several times. Now, so when we all finished secondary school, we went to our various institutions. That's when it became difficult to break out of certain habits we had formed. So at that point, we went our different ways. We had to break it, but it wasn't easy. So now let's talk about what kind of pressure are you under? Can we take it turns, take the turns? Just tell me what kind of pressure are you under that you want us to talk about? Can we start with Jesu Obo, please?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, you're on. You can go on.
Okay. I feel like I'm not really under any kind of pressure from whatsoever because I am a very, how will I put this now? I'm a very, let's say, devoted or committed to my studies. So I don't like people pressuring me to do things. Especially if you pressure me to do things, I really don't do them. So.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. So you're like saying you're not under any kind of pressure.
Exactly.
So what do you think about peer pressure? What do you think? Have you seen people being pressurized to do things they don't want to do?
Well, I've heard about it in schools, and I've seen some instances around me about people that have been pressured to do things. Like maybe in some schools they have been pressured to engage in alcohol or taking hard drugs and stuff like that. I've heard about those people.
So you have not had any pressure on you to do anything negative, right? Oh, wow, that's good. So what if it happens to you anytime soon? How would you handle it?
How would I handle it? How would I handle it? I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to throw a challenge to you, okay?
Okay.
Now, in school, maybe you have a female who really likes you, and she's throwing herself at you. How do you handle that? That's pressure, actually. She really likes you, and you see she's a nice person. She's your friend, actually, and she's throwing herself literally at you. How do you handle that?
One way I would say that I would handle that is maybe to involve the school authorities or my parents and tell them what is going on with me and ask them for advice. That is one way I would be able to handle it.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much. So can we hear from Ifeanyi? Ifeanyi, can you turn on your camera, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ifeanyi. So Ifeanyi, you heard what we just said. Have you been under any kind of pressure anywhere, at home or at school?
No, not really. No, not really, actually.
Okay. So whatever decision you make is on you, right?
Yeah,
You do what you think is right.
yeah,
Okay. Now you saw that you listened to what I said. I threw the challenge to him. I'm throwing this challenge to you. Now this is not about a female. Now you have a very good friend, your close friend actually, and he
okay.
gets into bad company, and he comes to you and say, "Let's have a drink." Something alcoholic and really strong, and he's like, "No, it can't do you any. Just make it sick." How do you handle that?
Well,
Like a very close friend. We're talking about someone, your buddy, your
yeah,
best friend. He doesn't
yeah,
come to you like he wants to. He comes to you like in a subtle ways. Most times,
yeah,
this pressure don't come to you like, whoa. It comes to
yeah,
you subtly.
yeah. Well, obviously, I was telling that I don't like to do that's kind of stuff, and then then I would maybe try to advise him not to do it himself. Well, I mean, if it doesn't work, I mean, I'll try to, I would probably try to ignore it sometimes, but if it begins to get serious, then I'll probably involve the authorities or his parents actually, and then maybe, yeah, and then maybe they'll try to help him.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ifeanyi. Let's hear from other people who are with us. I can see Timmy. Tomiwa, can you turn on your camera and say something, please? Please.
So I haven't been chosen to turn on the camera.
Okay. Tomiwa, we are listening to you.
Is it the question about what if a bad friend asked me to have a drink?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I just say no. I just wouldn't have the drink.
Okay, what if it's not a drink? It's cigarette or drugs?
Then
Sometimes, do you know that you can go to a party and you wouldn't know there are drugs in a punch? Because I know growing up, I went for a party and they actually put in a bit of drugs into the punch. It happens. So what happens if you get into that kind of mess? How do you handle it?
If I was going to one of those type of parties, like with lots of people, then I might just not have the drink that everyone else is having. So just in case.
But not like I'm saying all parties have that, you know. But I just say if you do, it does happen to you. How would you react to it?
Then I would tell someone, like someone from the schools or board or something.
Okay. Okay. Now let me throw another challenge to you. Do you have female friends that you're close to?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let me put it this way. I'm trying to tell you that pressure can come from anywhere, and that's why I'm trying to make you understand. You might just think pressure comes from just your friends, but it can come from anywhere. I've had a story about a young lady being pressured by her uncle who lives with them. He was actually sexually harassing her. So if the pressure comes from a relation that lives in the house or you're familiar with, how would you handle it? And someone you respect a lot.
Then I would tell someone else in the house.
Okay. Okay. So now we're talking. Let's talk about cyber addiction. Do you think cyber addiction is good for teenagers? Does it help them think straight, or is it a challenge to them?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's a challenge?
Pardon?
Now, I said cyber addiction. Do you think it's a challenge to kids, or do you think it has made them lose their focus on research?
Oh, it's good in some ways because like you can research things easier, but then in other ways it's bad because they could be spending time doing other stuff.
Okay, you're right about that. Okay, but we have to balance it. We have to have a balance on knowing when to use the internet and knowing when to do research, so that we balance it, because this will help your growth. If you don't do both, if you don't balance both, you can never be creative. It kills your creativity. Okay? So if we just get so stuck with cyber addiction, it just makes you see what people have done, what people have researched on. What about your research? We all are unique in our own way. We should put our own research out there for people to look us up, not always looking at what people have done. So it's easy actually to pick up your phone or any laptop to find information. What about you creating your own information, making a difference? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have other participants with us? Can we have them say something? Please. Can I see you raise your hand if you want to talk to me? Once I see you raise your hand, I'll call on you, please. I can see Timmy. Timmy, if you're here, can you turn on your video? Moses, can you please turn on your video? I can see Alero. Someone has been too quiet. I'm going to bring her out. The Banyes, yes, her video is on. You've been too quiet. Turn on your microphone. Okay, I got her now. Okay.
Hello.
So let's hear you talk about pressure. Have you been under pressure?
No.
Have you been under any kind of pressure?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
In school, you're not under any pressure from friends, from teachers.
Oh,
they're not pushing you too hard. And you just feel you either do what they want or take your time.
In art, I take art for GCSE. My teacher, she always wants me to do things in a week, but it takes me much longer than that. So that's a bit of pressure, but not really.
So you're under pressure somehow.
Not that much.
So that's what I mean. There's no how you can't say you're under pressure. That means I want to know, even when it happens, how do you want to tackle it? So if you can't do it, if something is difficult, we can help you here. That's what I mean. This is the part of we helping each other. Am I pushing you too hard?
No, I just don't have that much to say.
I want you to say something. I want to push that out of you.
What did you break? My sister's here. No.
You'll be surprised we can learn from what you have to say.
You don't have to see
Give it
me.
a try.
Oh my gosh. You don't have to see you, just talk. Say hello. I'm pressuring my sister to talk. Stop it.
You're under pressure from mommy, I guess.
I'm trying to make my sister talk.
Oh, okay. She can join you. Let's hear her talk. Now, come on.
She doesn't want to be seen.
Well, we need to see her.
No, I'm ugly. Turn off the camera.
Okay, let's hear you talk. Okay, fine. That's okay.
Yeah, say hello. The camera's off. She ran away.
Why did she run away? Okay, can we, while we are waiting for her to put herself together, can we hear from someone else, please? Please. Who would like to share some, share anything about how they are under pressure? We can't all be so quiet. We have to talk. This is an interactive session. If we don't talk about it, how do we learn from each other? I don't have all the answers. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't have all the answers. I can't tell you that this happens to you, this is what will happen. No. I'm human like you. We are all humans. And we all make mistakes and we are all under pressure. For those who joined in yesterday, I told them a little bit about myself. Now, I said to them, my first son is autistic. He's 11. And I'm under pressure trying to deal with his health, trying to manage him, trying to give him the best. You know, so, but when I try my best, it's like I'm not doing good so much to help him. So I don't let that pressure get to me. You know, I just keep on doing things that will make me happy. Like what I'm doing now is making me happy. I don't sit down and I think, oh, my son cannot talk at 11. He cannot walk at 11. How do I cope? You know what I did to myself? Instead of letting that pressure break me, I started motivating myself to do better. I wasn't like this before. I used to be calm, easygoing, and hide my head. But now, he is the one I will go all out to help people, to make an impact in the lives of children because of him. So he has motivated me. That is one pressure I'm going through. A second pressure I want you all to know, some of you who know me might be surprised, as a single parent, taking us care of 3 kids, it's not easy. But you know what? I lived above those pressure. And I still do me. I still make myself happy. I still go all out to reach out to people. People wonder, how do I do it? How do you smile? How do you put it together? It's not just put together. I'm not just, I have my times when I break down. But one thing that has helped me, I'm under pressure from my kids, being the best mom I can to them and giving them the best legacy. But I've learned to get counsel from the right channel, you know, from the right channel. And you can imagine I don't have parents. So you can imagine the pressure on me. I can't even take my kids to my mom or my dad or someone to help me while I do my work. So we are under pressure somehow. So I'm not just talking, today is not about just peer pressure. Pressure generally, because if you let the pressure get to you, it breaks you entirely. It breaks you entirely. There are times I feel like breaking down, but somehow I just pick myself up. I keep on going. I just keep on going. So that's why I want us to talk about it. If you are quiet, I just shared my life with you. I just shared my pressure and my fear. I don't want my kids to grow up and feel that they have nothing to look up to. They will be under pressure too at school. Pressure from this, from that. So what I'm doing to you is what I want us to live up to change the generation coming after us. It starts from us to the next generation. What are we leaving for them? So that's why I want us to talk about it. It's not something, like I said, I don't have all the answers. I also need someone to help me out here. Okay, so please, can we just speak up? Let's have fun. Let's talk about it. Let's relax. I'm not ashamed to tell you what I've been going through or what I am going through. Don't be ashamed of what's going on in your life. If you don't talk about it, how do you get a solution about it? next person to share what kind of pressure they are under. Please. Okay, I can see someone trying to connect their audio. Let me see. Timmy, I can see Timmy on. Hi. Someone is shying away.
Hi, Auntie.
Hello.
My camera's not working at the moment, sorry. I don't know why.
Sorry, can you introduce yourself, please? So I know who is talking to me.
My name's Timmy. I'm 17.
Oh, wow.
Like
Hi,
football.
Timmy.
Hi. Yeah. What's your I like football.
So can you tell us what you think so far?
About cyber pressure and stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get that, Timmy. I'm so sorry.
Well, I should talk about cyber pressure and how it affects us all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in this day and age, in this generation, like people are meant to be, not meant to be, but like just normally they're like hooked to their phones and their devices and stuff. And in a way that can be good if you're using it in like a productive manner. But there's people that misuse it and they're on their phones all the time. Like they lose like sense of reality and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're not in touch with like people, their surroundings or like everyone else. And that's that. When it gets to that point, it's not good. But it's good to have like devices and stuff with you because it's helpful in this generation. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Timmy. But Timmy, have you been under pressure at any time?
Yeah, when it comes to like schoolwork, apart from that, not really, no.
Can you share a little bit about your schoolwork? How does it give you? How does it put you under pressure?
Cause I did my GCSEs. That was like at the time, like during revision and stuff. I was under pressure in a way, obviously. And then now I have A levels and stuff, and university. So that's also a lot of pressure. And because of coronavirus as well, like I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So that's also a bit, pressure.
Okay. So how do you think we can walk away around that now? What do you think? What do you think you want to do?
What do you mean?
Like now you're under pressure from school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you love doing about when it comes to schoolwork? What are you passionate about when it comes to schoolwork that you do with ease, that doesn't put any pressure on you?
I guess psychology is.
Okay.
I don't know, because I'm just naturally good at that. I don't know. But apart from that, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay. But did you hear when I was talking about the pressures I go through?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just imagine being in my shoes. How do you think you react to it?
It's a
You can't
difficult
even
situation.
imagine being in my shoes, right?
Pardon?
I said you can't imagine being in my shoes, right?
No, not really. Sorry for your loss.
Okay. Okay, you know, sometimes life throws us to a direction we never expected, okay? I never saw, you can never see it coming. You can never see pressure coming to you. It just comes. So the reason we're talking about it is that when it comes, nobody will actually sit down and just be waiting for one pressure to come from the north or from the south. It just comes. Definitely, I never expected to have an autistic child. Nah. But it came. So I have to deal with it. So in life, it comes to you. How do you deal with it? You must deal with it. You can't throw it away. You can't run to mom or dad. You have to deal with it. They can advise you. I can talk to you about mine. But it's all on you. How do you deal with it? Because the way I deal with my pressure will be different from the way you deal with your own pressure.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just like look at all the problems that I have and then just like dissect them out one by one and then hopefully
that's a good one.
Yeah. And
well,
hopefully
that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. I want everybody who is present here to talk about what addiction to them, what the pressure is. Someone was about to say something. She's hiding away now. iPhone 714893. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got you on now. So it's, yeah, hi. Could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Chioma.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
My name's Chioma. And
okay.
My name's Chioma.
Yeah, I got that, yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
I'm under pressure a lot because I got exams like this week.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm already addicted to my phone, and I have to like make myself like not use my phone a lot so I can focus on my exam.
Oh, okay. So is this a distraction for you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm so sorry. But are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I must apologize. We have a speaker for today's topic. I'm just trying to fill in while he's going to join us. But I think we are doing well for ourselves, you know. We can't keep on delaying because of him. That's life. Don't let anybody delay you and you keep on changing your plans. When you see something is going wrong, you do plan B. So this is what we are doing. We're doing plan B and we're getting to know what pressure we face, every one of us, you know. So besides school, do you have any other pressure that tries to kill your spirit besides school?
Not really.
Really? How old are you, please?
Yeah. I'm 14.
Sorry? You're 14?
I'm 14.
Oh, wow, that's good to know. Okay, let me throw one at you. Now, don't be scared, even if mom is around you or dad is around you. What I'm going to ask you, they did it when they were younger, so let's learn. Have you been under pressure from a boy who really likes you?
No.
Sorry?
No.
What if you get that from school? Someone that really likes you and is talking to you in school. Sorry? I didn't get that.
I don't have any boys in my school.
Oh, really?
I don't have any
all-girls
boys in my
school?
school.
Oh, okay. Okay. What if the person is from your neighborhood?
I will tell someone.
Sorry?
I would tell someone before something happens.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think it's such a bad thing to have a friend that is a boy?
No.
Okay, good. Now, you know what they call boundaries, right?
Yeah.
When we're not saying not have friends as boys, but you must have your boundaries, and they must know your boundaries. So when you have boundaries, and your friends, everybody knows that you have boundaries, the pressure will not be so much on you because everybody just sees you like, oh, with her, no, you don't cross this line. So we have to have boundaries with everyone so that they know when not to cross the line. But when you have an open hand and like anybody could try this or try that, you are prone to pressure. But from day one, if everybody knows that you have your boundaries set out, they just can't. Once they cross that boundary, then that means they just stepped on your toes and you can react in the way you want to react. So whatever you do in life, I'm not saying having a boy as a friend is wrong, but setting your boundaries right from when that friendship starts. You can handle it because at some point, you are going to have a friend that you will eventually start liking. That's the truth. Let's not deny it. It's going to get to that point. Because you are human and it's just part of growing up. Now, when you find yourself in that kind of situation, you're growing up, you're fond of somebody, you start liking him in a different way, that's the pressure on you. Your emotions is putting pressure on you. Now, that's what I'm trying to put you in there. How can you handle your emotions? That is the pressure on you. Let's talk about that. Your emotions is now raging. Your mind is like, I like this person. It happens. It's not something mommy or daddy can stop or you can stop. It just comes up. You just start liking something that your head is like, I want to lose this. I want to do this. I just have to do this so that I'm happy or I want to see what will happen. Your mind can play tricks on you and put pressure on you. How do you cope?
I would think about it first before doing anything, taking any actions, I'm not sure. I don't know.
So you see what I mean? We learn every day. We learn every day. I teach etiquette in a secondary school, mixed secondary school, and I have someone in, let's say, in SS1, and she comes up to me, counseling, and she tells me she has a friend as a boy, and she actually likes him, really likes him, and she cannot tell her mom, but she feels she can open up to me. And I said, when you say you like him, really like him, can you explain further? I want to really know. I don't want to assume. She says that when she's with him and he tries to hold her, she enjoys it. That made her understand that for this boy, for me to let him go to that extent, I really like him. That is why I'm saying to everyone listening to me, you must have your boundaries. Even if your emotions are playing tricks on you, you must set a boundary for yourself. You have to have self-discipline when no one is there to correct you. I've been in that kind of mess before. I will tell you, when I finished my secondary school, I didn't get into the university on time. I actually got into the College of Education. And I was, at a point, I was under pressure to start smoking. I tried it once or twice, but it didn't go down well with me. So there are times that the pressure comes, but self-discipline helps. You have to build your self-discipline. That no matter who is bringing that pressure, no matter how much you care about that person, your boundaries that you have set will help you help you boost your self-discipline. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So let me not talk too much. Let me hear from other people, because a good thing you said what you did, but let's learn what other people have to say. So I think some people just joined in. Let me go through. Okay. I can see someone who was here yesterday. I hope she turns on her camera today. Can we have Ikposa Ero? Please, can you turn on your camera and say something to us? Please do introduce yourself and tell us if you've been under pressure at any time.
Good evening.
Hi, Ikposa. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm sorry about earlier on. We apologize for what happened, but we are back on now, and I hope this will go smoothly. Okay, can you share with us if you've been under pressure at any time?
I'm normally under pressure, like for school, but when I come home again, I'm under pressure because my parents like constantly tell me, oh, that they want me to like lose weight. So they like continue saying it all the time, and sometimes when they talk about it, I feel bad. But they constantly like bring it up that they just want me to lose weight, stuff like that. So the pressure from school and the pressure from home is just something I can't balance.
I feel your pain. So which one do you think you can handle on your own, and which one do you think you need help on?
The school pressure, I could handle that somehow because it's a normal thing to like feel pressure from school. Or the one when I get home, I'm like, okay, I will rest at home. But when I get home again, I still like get pressure from my parents at home.
Have you tried talking to either your mom or your dad about it?
Yeah, they know that I don't like it when they bring up things like that, but they still do it.
Sorry, I want to get you right. Things like what, please?
Like when they bring up my weight and stuff like that. They know that I don't like talking about it, but they still bring it.
Okay. So let's talk about that now. The only way they can stop it is if you actually pick the one you think you can reach out to and talk to. You have to speak out, because the more you keep quiet, they still keep on doing it, and they think they're making an impact, but they are pushing you further away than helping you. So don't you think you should talk to them about it when they're in a good mood? Don't talk to them when they are stressed about something. When you see both of them in a good mood, can you just talk to them without your other siblings around, and just tell them nicely? I mean, smile when you're talking about it, and like, don't push me too hard. I'll do my best, but don't push me too hard. And do you think you can do that?
Yeah, I can.
You can.
Yes.
Are you in days? Is it a boarding school you attend, or you go from home?
I was a boarder before, but now I'm a day student.
So that makes the pressure even more on you, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about your weight? Do you think you are too big?
It's not like I eat much. I just eat like once a day, but they know that I don't eat much like that, but they still like talk when they see me like eating like once a day, they'll still like say, haven't you eaten enough for today or something like that?
Okay, you know what, Ikosa? You're going to tease them a little bit. If they tell you to do that next time, you say, I look like you. Tease them a little bit. Throw it back to them. You know what? Don't take it so hard. You know what, Ikosa? Sometimes in life, I think we take too much this pressure. Like, I don't know if you were with us when I was talking about the pressure I go through. Don't take it so hard on yourself. So when you see them doing that, you say, but mommy, I look like you, really. Just tease them. When you do that more often, they'll run away. Let's tease them a little bit. What do you think? So you know what, Ikosa? Don't let that pressure. Don't let that pressure get to you. Before you know it, you'll get into the university and you leave home, okay? But I want you to take it as, use it as a humor kind of thing. Make it fun for yourself. Don't make it depressing. Like feeling bad that, oh, they're saying this. No, mommy, I look like you. Daddy, I'm your replica. You gave me those big balls, you know. So tease them back and keep on teasing. Always have see the lighter side of it, the humor side of it. You know, they tell you you're putting on someone where your eye look beautiful and black and beautiful. You know, so when you start doing that all the time, you start enjoying it. And they get tired of, you know, like this child, you know. What do you think? Do you want to try that out?
Yes.
Okay, just try that. Let's see what happens. Okay. Before we go off, I'm going to leave my phone number on. I'll send it to everyone. As a chat and my email address. And I know some of you don't want to open up because you are home and mommy and daddy are there. But let me tell you something. Your best friend is your mom or your dad. Honestly, if you don't, they will never lie to you. But other people will quote it. But your mom or dad will not lie to you. They will protect you with all their life. So don't be scared of sharing stuff. Pick out the person and mom or dad that you know that you can talk to. Because I say this because when I was with a Catholic school and a child opened up to me how the uncle usually sexually abuses her when she's on holiday. She didn't tell the parent, but she opened up to me. And I told her, okay, now you open up to me. I need to help you. But if I have to help you, I need to talk about it with someone else, with your parents. She was so scared. But eventually she gave me permission. We discussed it with the principal, and the principal called the parents. And at that point, the parents were shocked as they asked the uncle to leave the house. So you can actually open up to me. I can actually advise you. But the only person that can actually make an impact and help you at any point is your mom or your dad. So we must learn. I know that sometimes parents can be they can be hard on you. They might not even believe you. But give it a try. You'll be surprised what magic you can do. Okay? Now let's hear from other people who are here. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think, okay. Do I have Moses? I see Moses here. I see Tonye Fagbolu. Can we have you turn on your camera and say something? I also can see Osarogwe. Osarogwe, you were with us yesterday and you are here with us today. Can you turn on your camera so that we can see you, please? Please. Okay. Now there's someone here with us that I want to call on to say something to us. She's an auntie of mine, and she's someone who has seen it all. I know she'll be surprised I'm going to call her out. She didn't expect this, but yeah, that's how life is. We all get surprises. Hello, everyone. Gosh. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just went off. Before I went off, I was trying to call on Auntie Rose Omu to give us a brief talk, 5 minutes talk, to tell us more about pressure. I'm sorry, I'm back again. Are we still together? Hello?
We're here.
Hi.
Okay, can Auntie Rose, can you just take up 5 minutes and talk to us about pressure on teenagers, please? Auntie Rose, can you come on, please? Thank you.
Auntie Rose, kindly unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, please.
Auntie Rose, you can go on, please.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Kindly unmute yourself.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, children. It's nice to be with you. Just listening to all of you. I can remember when I was like you about 70 years ago or 65 years ago. I had a lot of pressure then when I was a teenager, which I couldn't handle. And I sometimes talk to my parents and sometimes talk to my teacher too. These days, you have so many ways of handling your pressures. I didn't have a telephone. I didn't have televisions and things to keep me busy. But you have everything now. You have so many things to do to occupy you. It's such a lovely time you are in. But talking about pressure, I would like to encourage all of you to talk to your parents. And as Pat said, your parents are your best friends. They might be hard on you, but they love you. And whatever they tell you, please do take it on board and listen to them. If you want to cry, cry for them, not to your friends. Talk to your parents all the time, especially your mothers or your father. Some fathers are very good at listening as well. But to overcome pressure of any type, you need to talk to a responsible adult. And that responsible adult, if you're lucky to have a parent, please go to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Auntie Rose. That was a good one. While you were talking, something came into my mind, and I like to talk about contentment. Now, I like to say this: most teenagers, they're not content with what they have. That is why you can fall under pressure when you're under pressure, you know. But when you are content with who you are, with what you have, with what your parents can give to you at any time, no one can lure you into being pressurized into anything to do to get what you want. Yeah, sometimes we want something and we don't get it from our parents, or we don't get it when we want it. That is why I talked about going through the process. Life itself has a process. You can't jump it. So when you are content with who you are, with yourself, like I spoke to Ikomosa about when she said the pressure of saying she's fat. You're content with who you are. You like who you are. You can't change it. You know, so the pressure on you will not be so much when you are content with who you are, with what you have, with what your parents can give to you. The pressure cannot break you. You can walk past it because you are content. You know, sometimes pressure on me to do things to, like, because I don't have certain things at a particular time, there's pressure to do this to get it. But I'm just content with what I have. I'm just content in my own space. I like who I've become. I like the pace I'm taking. That is how you should be. Enjoy your pace. Take your time. Nothing is probably done in a hurry. My full name is Patience, even though I'm not so patient, but I've learned by force to be patient, because everything I have to get right is when I get it right when I'm patient, when I do it right. Take the stages, you know. So be content. That is a watchword you must hold by your side everywhere you go to. Be content with who you are, with what you have, with what you can offer at any time. There is time for everything. When you believe that there's time for everything, you will get to where you want to go to. Yes, when I talked about pressure from opposite sex, there is time to have a relationship. There is time to take the relationship a step further, but it takes a process. There's time to do anything you want in your mind to achieve, but you must go through the process. So once you believe in the process, the pressure cannot break you. You tell the pressure, you know what, you keep coming, you are only motivating me. That is what I do in life. Pressure comes so much on me, but it keeps on motivating me. It doesn't know that. It cannot break me anymore, but it just motivates me. You know, so that's what I want you to do. Be content in who and your space you're working with. Now, let me give the kids time to ask questions. We've been talking and talking for 1 hour now. Now let's hear what you need to ask us. Please, I'm ready to answer any question. Auntie Rose is here to answer questions. And I see some other parents are here. So let's talk about it. Please don't be shy. I told you about myself. I did not lie to you. I told you what I am going through. So let's talk about it and let's see how we can help each other. So I'm open to questions. And Auntie Rose is here to answer our questions. This is the big mommy here. Okay, Tomiwa, since somebody wants to come up, let's have Tomiwa ask a question. Okay. So Tomiwa, what would you want to ask? From all we have said and all other people have shared, what do you think you want to ask?
I don't really have any questions.
Why?
I don't really know. I just understood everything that was going on, so I don't really have any questions or anything.
Okay, I have a question for you because I don't know what to do at this point. What do you think I should do with all the things I've told you about my life?
Pardon?
How do you think I should calm down? How do you think I can calm myself down? Because I'm not a patient person. I'm not a patient person at all.
I don't know. You can find like a hobby or something, or like I don't know, something that relieves stress or something.
Like
running or I don't know, yoga or something.
Let me tell you what I love doing. I love talking. I love motivating people. I do a lot of videos. I'll send everyone my YouTube channel. I love talking. I like motivating people, and that what makes me happy. When I'm under pressure, you know what I do? I just pick up my laptop and I do a video and I talk about something nice, and it makes me feel good. Okay, and I'm lucky to have people who are close to me who also encourage me not to let my pressure break me, but to push me to be a better person. So I think that's what I've done to run away from my pressure and not let it break me. I do a lot of reading. I wrote books on etiquette. I have books I write on etiquette. So when I think of something, it just pops into my head. I pick up my pen and paper and start writing. You know, so that keeps me busy and that keeps me from getting depressed at any time, you know. So I just wanted to ask you the question. I just wanted to hear what you would tell me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can we have the next person? Or you want me to call you? Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Turn on your camera. I want to see that cute smile. Okay, you're back on. Okay.
Hi.
So do you have a question for us? We're waiting for you. Wow. Okay. We're waiting for you. Yeah.
Pressure?
Okay.
How do you deal with exam pressure?
Well, what kind of pressure, please?
Exam.
That's a trick question. I'll let Auntie Rose answer that question. How do you deal with exam pressure?
You have to be you. We have different ways of handling that, you know. First, what I want to say is time management. I find that sometimes when you don't do well in certain things, it's because you've not managed your time well. Some of these exams you think you're failing or you're not doing well in, it's probably because you've not devoted enough time to them. Or you've put away things and then you've not gone back to them. So I'm sure that if you plan yourself well, plan your time well, and take each subject at a stride. Don't get frightened about anything. Just grapple with it. You'll be all right. I don't think that you should get yourself pressurized about exams. Whether you pass or not, you will pass. Just make sure that you do your work, you listen in class, and you do your homework, and you plan your time well. You don't spend all the time texting your friends on television, on your phone, and looking at things that you're not supposed to be looking at, and reading things that you're not supposed to be reading. Just face your work and believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will do well in everything you want to do. And don't give up. Just continue. Don't let anybody discourage you. That's my advice to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Auntie Rose. If I have to add to that, I will tell you that don't wait till exam to start reading a lot of things at once because of the exam. During the term, just keep yourself updated at all times. Yeah. And do me a favor, go ahead of your scheme of work a little bit. Maybe they give you a topic and you're good with that topic. You prompt yourself, you go a little bit ahead of it. Go research. So don't wait for an assignment to be given to you for you to do a research. You form a research for yourself. Keep on doing that during your normal lecture. So during exams, there's no pressure on you to I have to read this, I have to read that. No, because you have done research ahead of the topic, you're just so, you have it all packed up. So exams is like a piece of cake. Okay, let them throw the questions, let me see what's coming. So you have to start preparing from the day the school starts, the day the session starts, till exams. Don't wait for a week or two before exam starts and you start reading a lot. Always be prepared. Like I said, there's time for everything. Okay, when you get back from school, I know there are other chores you have to do, but also make time after school, after your chores, to just pick up something and read. Every day. Like I said, we learn every day. I'm still reading till today, even though I don't have any exams to write. But I still read till today. So, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure you're good?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, can I just
you want to say something again?
Can I just add something to what everybody has just said to her?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
please,
you should possibly understand yourself as a learner. Understand.
Can I see who is talking, please? We are listening to you, please. I thought someone was talking.
Okay, so with regards to what I was saying, as a learner, understand how best you learn. Are you an audiovisual learner? Are you a visual learner? So for instance, when you're in class, if you're a person that learns via audio, I know probably your school allows cell phones. You could possibly record whatever your teacher is teaching. And when you get back to your dorm or you get back home, you listen to it. If you are an audiovisual learner, you could take advantage of YouTube, watch stuffs about that particular subject matter. Then you could also have like a group of friends. Back in the day, they called it like something more like a club, where you guys discuss just external things. Maybe someone that's really good in maths, they could help you out with equations that you're not so conversant with. Someone really good in maybe history or something. Just try to have friends that are, that know stuff that you don't know, and be willing to ask them for help when you need it. You don't necessarily have to wait till exam, like Auntie Pat said. You don't have to wait till exams before you start reaching out to them. So there's something you were trying to do, maybe a homework, you really didn't get it. Then you ask the person that was in class that actually knows that thing and say, oh, tell me, how do I go about this? What do you think about this? How best can I do this? You know, speak to people. Sometimes they might be proud not to want to help you, you know, but you still just need to humble yourself and just still ask them nicely, and definitely they will oblige you. Okay?
Thank you so much. I love the part of the audio and visual learning. I must say this, during my final year, my project was on audio and visual learning, which makes the more impact. For me, I'm good with visuals. Like we all know, if you have watched Sound of Music when you were little, I can still tell you what happened in that movie from the beginning to the end. It's stuck in my head. So I'm someone who watches and never forgets. I'm not good with, if you have to give me something to read, you're killing me, or listen, but when I watch, it stays in my head. So most of my books I've written, I watch a lot of motivational speakers, and I watch a lot of people who have written books. And that gives me ideas on what to do and what to write. So thank you for that. That was a lovely one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So are we good now? Okay. Do we have anyone who wants to ask a question? J2 Abo, you've been so quiet. Can we have you on? J2 Abo, can you turn on your camera, please? You've been too quiet. So I want to call on J2 Abo and Ikonsa Ero. Ask your questions, and I'll go to the next person. The Banyes, oh God, sorry, I can't pronounce your name. You've told me several times. I apologize. So can we have you come on and ask your question? J2 Abo, you're on.
I don't really have any feedbacks.
Okay, what's your advice to us all? Since you don't have any questions, what's your advice?
Regarding the exam, or is it the exam?
Sorry, I didn't get that. I don't know if anybody heard that.
Is it regarding?
Well, regarding what we've been talking about, pressure on teenagers and cyber addiction. You can ask questions on either one of them, or you can tell us what an advice on how we can do it better.
That if we are under any kind of pressure or whatsoever, we should try as much as possible, like to inculcate self-discipline ourselves. Because if we have that self-discipline, we'll be able to overcome any kind of pressure, no matter what it could be. So self-discipline is one of the most important things you need if you are trying to overcome pressure of any sort.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot, J2 Abo. Thank you so much. Can we have Nicosa? Can you please turn on your camera, Nicosa? Okay, nice. Now, you told me that you can handle school pressure. Now, share with us how you handle school pressure. I want to learn. How do you handle school pressure? Since you say you can handle that, you know. I'm sure someone will learn how you do it.
School pressure is mainly, for me, is mainly when you have so much assignments, and when you get home from school, you're tired, so you just like want to sleep and rest, but you still have that assignment on ground and you haven't done it. And getting to school the next day, they're like, okay, if you don't submit this, you get punished. Then they also give you tests, stuff like that. So for me, when like situations like that, when I don't like understand what an assignment is about or something, I just call my friends, ask them, okay, how you do this? Because it's not, some people, my school is like a boarding school and a day school. So for me, all my classmates that are art students, they are boarders. So it's not, I won't like be able to reach out to them. But there are also some people like science students that could like help you, even though you're art, they could like understand, okay, what your assignment is about, something like that, and they could help you with it. And situations where, okay, I know I'm tired after school and I have assignments, I'll just like put an alarm on my phone. I'll sleep for a specific period of time, put an alarm, wake up, then do my assignments, read, then I'll rest back. So that's how I handle the school pressure.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, thank you so much, Iposa, for sharing with us. Can we have the Banyes? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember your name. I'm so sorry. Can we have you back on? Can you turn on your camera, please?
Hello.
Are you upset that I can't pronounce your name?
It's fine. I
want to learn it. Can you pronounce it again? I want to learn how to pronounce it, please.
Chekube.
Chekube.
Yes.
Did I get it?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So let's hear from you. Do you have any question for us, or do you want to give us some advice?
I don't have any questions. Well, in my case, it's like schoolwork. When I don't understand something, I would ask my teachers about it, and they can help me, or they can give me more time to do it. So I don't feel as pressured to rush everything, because then it's not as good. So I advise that you ask your teachers for help. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help, because they are there to help you. And when, like, ask people around you to help you as well. If people at home understand the work you're doing, if it's maths and you're confused, you can ask for help. Like my dad, he helps me with maths work.
Okay.
It's more like, don't be afraid to ask questions. Because
okay.
You can go ask questions.
Okay. Okay. How do you learn best? Do you learn by visual or audio?
Well, I have to see what they're doing. Like if it's math.
So either way you can learn. You're not under pressure from either way.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's good. Can we have the others who have not said anything, please? Can we just turn on our camera? Let me see those who are with us. And some of you have not said anything since you came in. Can we just briefly introduce ourselves before we wrap up? Please. While we are trying to conclude today's session, but we are waiting for those who haven't said anything to come on, I will remind us to please join in tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have Professor Mrs. Teresa Obo talking to us about sexual harassment and underage sex. Okay, these are the things we need to start talking about. We're not going to shy away from it. We're going to tell you how it is, because you are getting to the point where you are going to know about it somehow. So let's talk about it, okay? So we need those who have not said anything to please turn on your camera. Let's see you. Introduce yourself, and if you have a question, we're ready to answer it, please.
Yeah, hi, is that Auntie Pat?
Hi.
I'm sorry, I can't turn on my camera because I'm in the middle.
Yeah, you said so. Your name again, please.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. My name is Clement. I'm a mental health
okay.
Okay. I've been following what you guys have been discussing regarding this bootcamp,
okay.
Peer pressure, addiction, and all whatnot. It's been quite interesting, and apparently I could see the engagement amongst peers. Obviously, teenagers are quite shy people as well to some extent. So I think there's a bit of pressure as well during this boot camp to, for them to actually express how they feel is normal.
Yeah.
Talking to strangers you've not met before. On a positive note, I think generally it's been quite good having this sort of session. What I'm just going to add is it is quite vital for everyone to remember that peer influence or pressure is a normal part of growing up, especially being a teenager. We all go through those sort of pressures, but the most important thing is we have to separate the negative and the positive aspect of the pressures. And my conclusion, I haven't listened to everyone, is everybody at some point growing up or even in adult life, we do have this, sense of belongingness, and we require support from each other. That's the positive aspect of peer pressure, if I may say that. And it does increase your confidence. You're part of a group, you're part of people, probably people who are good in what they do, they're intelligent, and you want to be part of it, you want to be competitive. That's the positive aspect of being, having this sort of peer pressure. I don't want to call it peer pressure, just being with a peer who has positive influence in your life. And there's nothing bad with that. Like I said, it does increase self-confidence. And, you could have peers you do positive hobbies with as well. You have common interest. It could be reading. It could actually still go into research, even using the internet in an appropriate manner that doesn't take your time or engage you in a negative way. So we all have different ways of looking at peer pressures, but what's more important amongst all this is just to appreciate the fact that we need to sift from the positive and negative. We go to accept the positive aspect of life, because good is always better than bad, in my opinion. And positive habits we always go a long way compared with having a negative habit. Yes, being a teenager, I've been through that phase of my life before. I remember I did a degree when I was back in Nigeria, and I had my second degree at the age of 40. So you can imagine, I had pressures even with being an adult, but I had to overcome all this because I knew what I wanted at that age. So identifying what you want from this stage is quite important as well to build your self-esteem as an individual. So you start growing, learning to understand what is good for you and what is not good for you. When I was growing up as a teenager, I can assure you my pressure was really serious. But I tell you, because I had good relationship with my parents, I was able to tell them everything. And I was quite honest, and they were, giving me the right advice. It wasn't always easy, but when I get this sort of reassurances and encouragement from my parents, I feel good, and I just get like, you know what, I'm going to face this no matter the pressure. I never smoked throughout the time I was growing up. Yes, I did just a bit of alcohol, because it was just a bit of like trying to get involved, sense of belongingness as well, like I said. So we do have all this. What we have to take into consideration is the negative pressure, which is around the alcohol I was just speaking about, cigarette smoking, drugs, illicit drugs. They know the kind of pressure you want to get from peers, because those are things that are life damaging, and you will not understand how it will affect your life, especially when it gets to the level of having mental health issues. Because like I said, I'm a mental health practitioner, and I've seen a lot, especially around teenagers having different kind of issues. Even schoolwork. Schoolwork has actually caused some teenagers getting depressed and, trying to end it all. They just say, what's the point going further? You do get a lot of distraction as well from schoolwork. The internet, the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just name it, all the apps that you've got that will distract you. But like what our elderly mom said, Mrs. Omo, if I'm right, she did say you have to do what they call time management. And above all, what you actually need is prioritizing. You need to prioritize what you have to prioritize that is more important to you. I don't want to say much. Like I said, I'm in the middle of work. I'm just only trying to contribute to the discussion that's been going on. So I think we're all trying to copy what they call positive role modeling from our peers. And that's something we have to take home today, like having to learn something positive from every other peers that we are looking up to, because some people are more advanced, even if you have same age scale. they're more advanced than you because that's how they are built. So I think it's best for us to more or less focus on the positive aspect of the pressure, which will make us a better person than having the negative aspect of the pressure that will actually make our lives the other way around, that our parents will be happy about. Auntie Pat, I don't know if you're still there. Hello. I can't find Auntie Pat, but anyway, that's just my contribution, and I will say thank you to everyone who's been here. I had to take a bit of time off just to join in because it was quite interesting for me to attend, to see how people think, especially teenagers at this point, of your lives. So Pat, I have to hand over to you. I can't find you, but I hope you continue with your good work. And thank you, everyone who's attended today. On behalf of Pat, I can't find her. I hope she's going to join in again.
It looks like she's lost connection.
Oh, sorry, I'm back again. I can't find Pat, and I think it will be rude if I'm just, leaving without actually handing over to her. Anyway, let's see if she's going to come up. Probably the connection is poor at this point.
I think she might have lost connection.
Oh,
she
completely.
actually lost it before.
Oh, dear. Okay, who's speaking, please?
Oh, my name is Alero.
Alero, okay.
I'm not one of the teenagers.
Okay, I could hear that from your voice. That's fine, Alero. Yeah. Oh, I hope she comes back so she can have a proper conclusion of the session.
Program. Yeah. Let's see who is on here.
I'm here anyway.
So actually, we have got Agama Iponwosa and iPhone 714. You and then my boys. So my boys are on here, but we'll just wait a little bit, I think.
Okay.
Do we know the program for tomorrow?
I can see from the poster itself. Hold on. I think she was saying something around it's sorry, hold on. Let me just go back again to check.
So maybe what we should do, instead of waiting indefinitely, because she was rounding up, is everybody can just write a message in the main chat and say, thank you and goodbye, and also confirm if you are attending tomorrow's session.
I'm going to start the message. So I'm starting. So I've typed mine, so hopefully people could follow suit. I can't quite see let me see what the next program is. I know she sent it to me. Spare with me. To this tool. Okay, 4th, that's Sunday. Oh, I just got the dates, but I don't know. Are you able to see the main etiquette poster that is showing up? Is there any date for tomorrow?